Don't do that at home, kids.
After the headliner was finished being installed, James was ready to get a head start on that dash.
So what I'm working on now are getting these clips installed on the inside of the windshield. And these need to be installed because what we're doing is we're going to have this beauty piece that goes over the top of the headliner and actually finishes off the inside of the windshield. I don't know if you can see this, but these little jaws right here, when you take a pair of pliers and you squish these wings actually fan out like that, and they tighten themselves inside the hole. So this clip would actually go up inside this hole right here like this, push it there, and then we'll take a pair of pliers and we'll clamp that and it'll spread these wings out. This clip needs to set flush onto the metal on the inside here. So all this excess headliner that you see here has to be cut out, especially in the corner. There's a bunch of buckling and a bunch of extra headliner material in here that I've got to cut out. So I've got this first clip in pretty tight, but I'm a little worried. I can actually move it a little bit. Here's the problem with these clips. You can't work on these clips once this windshield is actually in this car. So I'm gonna put a small rivet in there just to be safe. Now that we have our headliner put in, our dash installed, we've got our outer trim clips put in, that you see here, and our inner trim clips put in, we're ready to put the gasket around the window to install our windshield. It's always a good idea to test fit your gasket before you install your windshield. After test fitting the gasket, we pull it back out of the car and wrap it around the windshield so that we could apply our Deca-Seal. You want to put plenty of cleaner on the windshield so it slides into the gasket properly.
We quickly learned that it was not that easy to put this windshield in. And it's in. I'm glad it's over.
Oh my God!
That sucked.
I never want to do this again. If only installing the windshield was as easy as installing the rear glass. Just like that. Once we finished the headliner trim, I got started on taping off the car so that I could paint the rear panel. By no means am I an expert at paint and body, but I've done enough of it to understand what I need to do to this clear coat in order to get the flat black that I'm going to put on here to lay out and be smooth and not show a lot of imperfections. I don't really care about the lines that you see right down here where I've marked it off and close to the edges of the tape. And the reason is there's going to be trim work that goes all the way around that. So it's not really important to get that perfect. So what I want to do with this clear coat is to get it sanding. I'm sanding with 600 grit, and I'm going to sand this until I see it all smooth and white. You can see where it's discoloring. We got to sand this down lightly until that becomes completely white. So the reason we want to get it down to the white and get it really smoothed out and all white and not have a bunch of red marks in there is that tells us that it's actually a smooth surface, and this whole area is going to be nice and smooth and really clean for the black. All right, sometimes I like to do things on the cheap, and when I say cheap, I mean like this is a $40 gun from Lowe's. It's a Cobalt, just a generic spray gun, very small, great for doing little small jobs like this. These guns work great for several spraying jobs. You can just, as long as you keep them clean, they're gonna work for you. We're gonna build this gun up and get this thing ready to spray. The paint that I'm using, I got this Sem Hot Rod Black from my local paint shop over in Savannah. They carry a lot of cool colors and paints over there. So this was on the shelf. It's Hot Rod Black. It is a, I don't know what I want to say, like a satin black or maybe a flatter black. Probably our last little batch out of this can that I've done, that I have here. Jeez. Potent.
Doesn't it say smell me on the side?
No, it does not. Don't do that at home, kids.
So it's more of like a scratch and sniff.
No, it's not. So get that little bit. If it was full can, man, I'd be like shaking the crap out of it. But we just have a little bit in here. And this is a 4 to 1 to 1 ratio. So 4 part paint, 1 part reducer, 1 part catalyst. So pretty simple. And then I got my ratio right cup here, and it pretty much tells you find the 4 to 1 to 1. And strain it, always strain it. You always want to strain the air, or you always want to strain your paint because there's lumps. There's always lumps or crap. All right, well, we got the black on. It's looking good. It's been about 30 minutes, so the paint is actually flashed, and I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of all this plastic and peel it off so it can set overnight and cure for the rest of the night. We'll put some heat lamps on it probably. And basically we'll get rid of this plastic, and you'll be able to see the contour of the red on the black, which is all right. That's how you install all the trim and paint your rear tail section and put on the rear bumper of a 68 Dodge Charger. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and push that subscribe button for us. Stay tuned for our next video where this baby gets a heartbeat. I forgot what I was going to say now.
Why are you wearing sunglasses and getting ready to paint?
I'm working. I'm just showing people how to do it. Say hello to my little friend. Now, the reason we want to do it all the way down to the white is to actually smooth it out so it's nice and smooth for the black. Just letting you all know.
That's very pretentious of you.
Boom shakalaka.